Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada Zone, and today we're doing something different. I don't believe I've done this on the channel before, but we're doing an expansion team rebuild. I also stopped before the finals because Cavs and Warriors was just something that I found interesting. It's just like the mid-2010s, late 2010s, which was kind of cool. But we're going to go through all this stuff. The only thing that matters is league meetings. We're adding 2 expansion teams. This is actually one of the few times I've seen it get approved by the league. Go in here, team selection. We're going to find our Surf. That's what we're playing. My girlfriend decided that we will be the San Diego Surf here. The draft lottery, we're going to have pick 5 or 6, I believe. We're picking 6. The Airmen get pick number 5. One thing I went ahead and did with this as well, though, that's not what I wanted to do, was here, the number of protected players is at 14. The absolute maximum. Everybody but the very last man on a roster is going to be protected here. The other thing I did was I went through and I didn't load in any custom draft classes. Everybody here is randomly generated. I figure I'm not going to make this easy on myself. I'm going to make it as difficult as possible for us to land good draft picks, quality draft picks, and I'm not going to be able to camp anybody out. So we get to pick first here. Paul George is there. Do we take a guy like Paul George? But I think for now, we're going to take Paul George. Or do we take... No, we're going to take Paul George. I'm committed to it. They took Malik Beasley with their pick. We're going to take Derek Jones here. Kevon Looney, I'm not opposed. Maxime Reynaud, Luka Garza, Ryan Kalkbrenner. You know what? Let's just take Kevon Looney. I'm a big fan of Kevon. Let's find Rasheer Fleming if he's still available. He is. I'm going to take him now. I'd rather get some young guys with some value, especially some tradable value, if needed. Who's still available? This is the guy that the Bucks are supposed to have, which kind of sucks that they did that. We probably need an initiator who can be... Tyrese Proctor is going to be that guy for us. And then we're going to find another center. We're going to take Ryan Kalkbrenner. Probably need a backup 1. Well, not getting that there. Will Richard, Talion Peter... I'm going to take another 4 because I think what I'm going to do is play Derek Jones at the 3. And then I'll take another 4 like a Caleb Martin because I feel like we could trade him. Next pick, we're down to 5 guys left. Let's take Noah Penda. He's only 21. NBA draft time. The Hawks, yeah, okay. So they took the number 1 guy. That's a... Damn it. That was like the only guy I was sold on was Christopher Green. Sid Smart is Alex English. This guy has no comparison. Dolph Shays, Oscar Robertson. This Juan Carlos Munoz guy, maybe. Sean Beasley. Eddie Johnson. Okay, so I guess we got to sell out for Juan Carlos Munoz. Let's hope he doesn't go in the next 4 picks. The Knicks are trading the pick for Derek White and Neemias Queta. And the Knicks take Sid Smart. Oh boy. Dave Johnson, okay. Joe Garrett, Omaha could screw us over. And they... man, that sucks. They took the one guy I was sold on. Outside of... I guess we got to take Chad Todd. He's Mike Conley. Like, that's from Bradley. The one guy... So, let's see. Oh, Chad Todd was a 72. Okay, it's a pretty weak-ass draft class. So, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world that we didn't get the best pick. We need a starting center... And then I honestly think we might be good. Nick Richards is definitely an intriguing one. Nick Richards, I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 3-year deal. The most we can give him is 3 years. Okay, we're gonna get Nick Richards, which is is our first free agent signed in the history of our franchise. Now is Nick Richards. I am not very optimistic. Obviously, let's see what the head coach. I forget what his name is already. Larry Roberts. Let's see what Mr. Roberts has run out. We're going to play a 10-man rotation. We're also not going to start Mike Conley. We just drafted a kid 6th overall. And they want to not even play him. We're starting his ass. Jamison Battle's not going to play because I need a 4. So maybe Javon Rollins, we change to a 4. And we play him like... Wait, how do they just have Noah Penda not playing? He'll get 15. And then at the starting 2, or back 2, I think we're good now, right? Todd's going to get 28. George is going to get 28. Derek Jones is going to get 30. Nick Richards is going to get 30. Screw it. We'll give the kid 28 minutes. We'll give Tyrese Proctor and Jahmai an extra minute each. I think we're good like this. And then first man in is going to be Bruce Brown, actually. Then Mike Conley. Then Jamison Battle. Then Javon Rollins. Let's see. The first game in San Diego Surf history, we only lose by 5 to the Mavs. Rasheer Fleming put up 22. Paul George put up 14. Derek Jones put up 13, 4, and 1. How'd the rookie do? Chad Todd, 13, 5, and 5 with 2 steals. Only 2 turnovers. 3 of 11. The efficiency's probably going to be pretty bad. But hey, if he'll put up numbers like that, I feel pretty good about him, actually. But that's going to do it for now. We're going to go to the deadline. I'm going to make some trades, offload some pieces. I'll show you guys the transaction report at the end of the year. Unless something significant, like a massive trade can happen. Otherwise, you guys won't see them. And we're going to go straight to the playoffs. And we're going to see if this team can sneak in here. Alrighty. Coming down the final stretch of the season here. We've got just a couple games that, of course, somebody's got to get injured at the end of the regular season. I can never just have a take where I simulate and it's like, yeah, dude, let's just finish out the season. JD Davidson's going to come in for about the last however many games. We're going to let Tyrese Proctor just sit it out, finish the year spectating, watch us go. We're honestly not that bad of a team. 24 wins in an inaugural season, 25 wins in an inaugural season is not that bad. Now, is that good for us? I don't know. I'd prefer it if we were bad. But 25 and what? 57 potentially? 26 and 56. Wemby's your MVP. We did get Rookie of the Year. Chad Todd. Honestly, pretty damn good season for a starting rookie guard who's 20. Playing almost 30 minutes a night, if I'm not mistaken, 29.8. Averaging 12.5, almost 4, 6.5 assists with over a steal. And he's got some badges now. Standings, we ended up as... Let's see, who was the better expansion team? We were 26 and 56, the worst team out west. And out east, oh my God, they were 11 and 71. That's crazy. Jeremy Grant, what did he average? Damn. Only 10 points. Mo Gay, 4. Pele Larson, 9. Cole Anthony, okay, 17 and 5, but bad efficiency. Josh Minot, 2. Ty Washington, only 5. He got traded from Detroit. Damn, they were 11 and 71. So we were tied for the third worst record in basketball, which bodes well for our draft odds. That doesn't give us the number 1 pick or the number 1 odds, which, as you've seen in my videos, number 1 odds means you're probably going to fall. How the Bulls just made an NBA Finals run and the Blazers were in the conference finals is crazy to me. Draft, lottery. This is a big one for the franchise. We've got the 3rd best odds. The Hawks via Milwaukee are at pick 2 is crazy. So now remember, it is a 16-team lottery. I'm curious as to where we end up. I feel like we're going to fall. Even though we do have the 3rd odds, that gives us a good chance. Still, just highs number 1, 2 jump. But not as high fall, if that makes sense. Because we're in 2K, you have better odds, you're also likely to fall. So the Rockets at 16 and 12. If he can jump in, if he can't jump in, nobody's jump yet. We're in the top 10 now. The Wizards are predicted at 10. Oh, and there it is. The Wizards jumping in the top 4. Oh, no. And the Kings now fall because of that, and they're at pick 9. The Magic stay at number 8. Now we're into drop territory. This is where we could fall. And we fell from 3 to 7. So what I'm going to do on draft night, who's got the top pick? Is it fucking OKC? It is OKC. And it's Tim Duncan is the projected number 1. Are you kidding me? And the rest of the class sucks. Who are we projected to get? Tom Gugliotta? Oh my God. Evan Mobley. Hold on. Stevie Hudgens. What is this top guy? What is his overall? He's an 80. 74, 72, 71, 74, 71, 73. I'm not opposed to this Stevie Hudgens guy, but he's 21 years old. He's only 72 overall. That's where I get concerned. I think for the first time in team history, we're going to try and trade out of a draft pick here. Sandro, you know what? I'm not going to trade. I'll just draft. We'll find that power forward, maybe. Bradford Gravitt goes to OKC at number 1. Cedric Barlow, number 2. I forget the guy's name. Oh, we've got the 3rd pick being traded for Pods and Moses Moody. To take that guy, take a dude named Jerome. Jermaine Bender goes, 7-1 center out of Northern Iowa. Willard Watson goes. Please don't take our guy. The Pels trade the 6th pick for Trey Mann. And they take James Bonner, a 7-2 center out of Tulane. Where are the power forwards? Stevie Hudgens. What's this guy's comp? Oh, yeah, Tom Gugliotta. Neither of them are projected very highly. Sean Kemp. This is 97% scouting accuracy. What is Byron Cunningham? Hall of Fame, you're telling me. You're telling me Byron Cunningham is projected to be a Hall of Famer with 99% scouting accuracy. Appears to have a knack for steals, comfortable shooting mid-range, tend to make poor decision with the ball. You know what? We're going to take a flyer on Byron Cunningham, the 6'9" power forward out of Fresno State. Oh, yes. Does it show anything? Trades. Okay. So if we go down to the Surf, at the deadline, we traded Tyus Jones in a second for 2 firsts and Teron Freeman from the Blazers. We traded Kevon Looney, Mike Conley for that guy and a 2030 first-round pick from the Knicks. Then we traded Jamison Battle in a second for a first-rounder in 2030 and Gilbert Barber and a $4 million trade exception. And then Gilbert Barber, that guy, and 2 second-round picks for Grayson Allen and a first-round pick. So turn that around, and then we declined Grayson Allen's option, so now we don't have any of his money on the roster. So going into next year, we're going to prioritize getting Tyrese Proctor back, of course. We definitely need a starting power forward and a backup center, as well as a third-string 1 and probably a third-string 2. And Fernie Simons, actually, on a 2-year... Let me drop this AAV a little bit to like 14. There we go. I think Fern would be a good pickup for us to be a backup point guard. And then we don't have to worry about Tyrese Proctor. And then we definitely need a starting power forward. So let's get that out of the way. Let's get a guy like... Does KD want 1 year? No, that's too much winning. I don't want to win too much. Jarris Walker's there. Josh Hart. Interesting. Gigi Jackson, Jonathan Mogbo. Let's keep looking. Actually, Jeremy Shohan. He's a UFA. He was on a 1-year qualifying offer in Memphis last year. You know what? I'll give you a 1-year prove it to be my starting 4. We are ready to go. Chad Todd, we're hoping big on his progression this year. We need his progression to go high. Chad Todd goes up to a 78. That is spectacular. 78 for Julian Champagnie as well. Basically, everybody regresses. Even Javon Rollins is now a 70. So that's exciting. He's going to be the backup center this year to Nick Richards because I want to actually play the kid or the guy, the man, the gentleman. There we go. We're going into next season. What is it? Larry Roberts? Is it Larry? It is Larry Roberts. He's got the 10-man rotation. Fern will not be the starter, although he will play a lot of minutes off the bench. Bruce Brown, I don't really want to start at the 2. Honestly, Tank Commander Paul George at the 2 guard. Jonas Valanciunas is not playing. We're going to play our Javon Rollins fella. And our starting 4 is who? Jeremy Shohan. Yes, that is correct. Here's your 10-man rotation. First man in is going to be Javon, followed by anybody else, I guess. Let's see how the month of October goes. We got 7 games lined up. 7 games here. We are 2-0 to start. 4-2. That is going to be it for now. I will check back in with you guys at the deadline if any big shakeups happen. Otherwise, we're going straight to the end of the regular season. We're going to try and accelerate these first couple years until we get into the meat and potatoes of the video. So I'll see you guys in just a second here. Alrighty, boys. 1 singular trade at the deadline this year. Maybe turn around and flip Drum or Luke Cornett. But we're getting 4 unprotected first-round picks here from San Antonio / Boston, if this one conveys, depending on who has the lesser pick. We're going to have 2 second-round picks, but who the hell cares at this point? We're giving away the Blazers' top 3 protected picks. Sorry, I just punched my mic by accident. The Blazers' top 3 protected pick, they're in a championship window right now. They've made a conference finals and a conference semifinals the last 2 years, and I'm more than okay giving up their pick because we have this Clippers pick in 2028, and then we also own every single one of our own first-round picks going forward. So we're going to pull the trigger on this. Jeremy Shohan is a rental for them. It helps their championship window now. He's better than both Drummond and Cornett combined. He's going to slot in as the 7th or 8th man in their rotation based off the overalls that they have. We get 4 first-round picks from San Antonio, and that now, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 first-round picks over the next 4 seasons. We're going to go through the trade deadline. There it is. 25 and 26 at the deadline. I'm going to get back to simulating. I will see you guys, hopefully, when we bottom out, miss the playoffs, and get that top pick. Alrighty, fellas. As I do my last scouting assignments here, we're coming down the stretch 30 and 47, 48, 49. The goal is to lose out. I would like to bottom out completely. Lose to the Jazz, lose to the Nets. That'd be great for us. Bruce Brown is fully healthy. That's great. Doesn't matter. 31 and 51. Wemby wins another MVP. Sion James from the 2025 class wins Rookie of the Year in Sacramento. Colin Murray-Boyle, Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby's depoy. Most improved is Gigi Jackson in Detroit. Damn, he doubled his points. Holy cow. SGA wins Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd and the Spurs go 72 and 10 yet again. Any All-NBA members? No. Defensive team members? Maybe. Nope. And rookie team, where is our boy? Byron Cunningham, 7th pick, makes all-rookie first team. Numbers are a little shaky, but 7 and 5, I don't mind that. Jumped him into the starting lineup. He got a whole lot better. Chaz Lanier as well is on there. Sam Campbell, a guy who's playing in the G League. And that appears to be it. This was the number 1 overall pick, by the way. 9 and 4. Good efficiency. He's going to be better than everybody else, but it's just a matter of if he can ever find playing time in OKC. We obviously missed the playoffs. 31 wins is not going to get you into a play-in spot. It actually gave us the 2nd worst record in the conference. That should bode well for us, but now every time I say that, it feels like we fall. So maybe I'll say we're screwed. It's not going to work. The Spurs dismantle the Cavs in a 4-game set. Player retirements. Mike Conley's gone. KD is back. I'm going to bring back a lot of these guys who are trying to sneak out. Paul George is gone for sure now. Kawhi can come back. Brad Beal can come back. Boosh. Anyone else who was a free agent has to go. Staff retirements. Hall of Famers. Paul George. James Harden. James Harden and Draymond Green get their jerseys retired. Maybe we'll retire Paul George's jersey in San Diego. I'm going to go with the luck this time and skip it. And we fell to 8 from 5. On draft night now, I feel like we might have to get a little more active here because it's frustrating falling in every single lottery. I'll take 2 seconds from the Wizards to get off the Luke Cornett money. Let's see the mock drafts. Wesley Barrett, it's Tim Duncan again. Hakeem Olajuwon. I've got 3 first-round picks to play with here if we go talk to the Jazz about the number 1 pick. Question is can we get it done? Answer was no, not like that. Who else can be traded? Derek Jones, I'm willing to sacrifice. Damn, that I low-key kind of thought that would work. Who else have we got to sacrifice? Fern? Hey, okay. We're picking number 1. Now the question is, it's got to be Wesley Barrett. 7 foot, 261, 19 years old. This guy's going to be generational. He's 7 foot tall, 7'6" wingspan. He's literally ranked number 1 across everything. We're taking Wesley Barrett. There it is. Out of Kentucky, the power forward, we're going to have a Kentucky front court of Wesley Barrett and Nick Richards next year. Chad Todd, obviously going to pick up that option there. Javon Rollins, we'll give him another year. Why not? He has been fine in the time that he plays. It's just finding time for him to play. So at the roster, we've got Todd, Champagnie. We're going to have Barrett, Fleming. Honestly, it might be time to move on from... They say this guy can play the 4 and the 3, 2 shooting guards, and a point guard. So let's look at... Or we could find a starting center. Depends on who's here. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Shooting guards, who's available? Cam Thomas on a 1-year deal as a UFA. Would be a pretty nasty scorer for us. But the question is Cam Thomas... You know what? We're going to go for it. Our first major signing in franchise history. Does he have any offers, actually? Zion's there? No. I want Cam Thomas. I decided on Cam Thomas. The T-Wolves gave him 1 at 5.9. So I could knock this down, I bet you, quite a good amount. If I could front load this and give him 31.5, let's drop that to 20. Oh my gosh. We're going to get Cam Thomas, I think. And then let's try and get another. Let's try and sign his backup here as well. Bronny James. He's a UFA. He wants $22 million. Damn. Looking at this team now. It's Todd, Cam Thomas, Johnny Davis, Champagnie, and Cunningham. That's a crazy last name tandem. Barrett and Fleming, Richards. We need a backup 5 and a backup 1. We did just extend an offer to a backup 1. So let's find ourselves a backup 5 for Nick Richards or a starting 5. Do we go with Walker Kessler? Do we just say screw it and go with the big money for this? If we could, we'll backload his because it's going to be cheaper. I wonder if we could front load it. Like, if it... Okay, that would require me to renounce Bruce Brown's rights. Give me Walker Kessler. We get Trey. Oh my God, we just got Walker Kessler as well. We're going to sign and trade Jalen Wells just to steal him from Memphis. And we're going to go out. We're going to take not Cam Thomas. We're going to take Jalen Wells and our pick this year because teams are going to value it highly. I knew it. 2.5 stars. We're going to look for a small forward. Who's legit and making $30 million who could be our starting small forward this year? Zachary Zache is legit and is making $30 million. Okay, let me give you my first. Where is it? Here. That's not our first. Where's my first? Surf. Unprotected. Come on! It's got to be somebody else who you want. I'll give you Champagny. Oh my God, that's all it took? Oh my God, 91, 86, 85, 83 for Chad Todd, 82 for Nick Richards somehow. Rasheer Fleming's an 80. Oh yeah, we changed his position, but 79, he goes up 8. Yannick's a 79. This might be a playoff year in San Diego. This might be the year for the playoffs in San Diego. California basketball is so back. We are the California team now. Auto-generate the class, of course. We're going into year number 3, so it hasn't even been that long. Contract extensions is one that I would like to do. Nick Richards. Damn, Nick. Damn, Nick. Oof. Do we reward our all-time rebound leader? You know what? We're going to commit to him. Nick Richards is a guy. I love Nick Richards. What do we think is the expectation here? I think winning over 40 games is in the realm of possibility. We're starting out 5-2. Who's leading the way is the question. I'm curious what these numbers look like. Oh my God, 27 for Cam Thomas. 20 for Riz Ashe. 18-9 for Chad Todd. 14-4. Mind you, Brian Cunningham is coming off the bench. Nick Richards, Walker Kessler's 5 points, but 10 boards, block and a half. Nick Richards is averaging 11-8 off the bench. Did we just go with Nick Richards in the starting lineup? Did we go with Nick Richards in the starting lineup? We're paying Walker all this money. 2.9 fouls a game. What is Nick Richards? Only 2.6. He's shooting better from the field, better from the free throw line. He's averaging 11-8. Walk is only averaging a rebound and a half more and only 0.2 blocks more. Maybe we'll do something like this. We're going to play them both the same amount. Play them both 27 minutes a night. There you go. Johnny Davis, how's he been? You know what? He's playable. I like to see that. Okay, we're going to simulate it now. At the deadline, if there's any additions to be made, you'll see them. Otherwise, we're going straight to hopefully the playoffs this year. So I will see you guys in just a second. Alrighty, fellas. 48 wins. 48 of them, 49 of them. We're on pace for a 50-win season. We have eclipsed the 50-win marker with this team. The first winning season in franchise history comes in year number 3, a 55-27 record. Your rookie of the year is Wesley Barrett. They had this dude, I'm not even kidding, his shot tendencies, they had him taking twos at 7 foot tall, mind you, a front court player. They had him taking twos. Everything was less than 15 if it was inside the three-point arc. You know what his three-point shot was? 88. 88. So his efficiency is so much worse than what it should be. Because I didn't realize until the All-Star break when I looked at his numbers and he was shooting like 35% from the field and like 12% from three. This guy was just throwing three-pointers at the basket. Just throwing them. He was closing his eyes and he was throwing them at the rim where he thought it was. It was ridiculous. He falls short of the 1,500, 250 mark. Really good steals and block numbers, though. Low turnovers to assists. Over 100 more assists. Like I said, 167 threes. I bet you he took 30 in the second half of the season compared to the 137 that they had him take at the start. The Spurs were only 61-21 this year, so there was an 11-game regression. Zion ended up in Omaha, averaging 36 and 12, playing 45 minutes a game. That's ridiculous. Did we get anybody ourselves, though? We did. Chad Todd, the homegrown kid. 16, 5, 8.5 assists, 1.4 steals, only 2.5 turnovers a night, 45, 36, 87 splits in 32 minutes per game. That is the first All-NBA selection in team history. We got our second Rookie of the Year award this year. Did we get an all-defensive team member? We did not. Zion makes all-defensive second team, obviously, because he was playing 700 minutes per game. Rookie teams, obviously, Wesley Barrett is there. I don't even believe we had another rookie. We did not. We were the 3 seed out west. We get Minnesota in round number 1. Let's take a quick look at the player stats for you guys real quick. 20 a game from Cam Thomas. Almost 20 a game from Zachary Zache. 16 and 9 from Chad Todd. Rasheer Fleming gave you 12 and 5.5. Wesley Barrett was 12 and 6 with 3 assists a night and almost 2 stocks a night. Nick Richards was 11.5 and 8 a night. Brian Cunningham was 11 and 4 with an assist and a half. Ben Simmons we picked up at the deadline for Yannick Conan Niederhauser. He was 8 and 5 with 5 assists. Walker Kessler was 7 and 8. I honestly think if it wasn't for the fact that Walker Kessler averages 2 blocks a game, I don't think I'd be starting him over Nick Richards right now. I still don't know if I want to start him over Nick Richards. Trey Jones off the bench was 6 and 5. I don't mind that at all. And then Tyrese Proctor honestly might end up in that 2 spot over Johnny Davis. It depends. If we change his position, Mr. Proctor goes up to a 78. So there's your new backup 2 guard. Against Minnesota, I feel like they're a better team. I feel like this is a Warriors-Rockets kind of matchup from this past season, where we're the higher seed, we're younger, we've got a lot more to prove, but the Timberwolves, they're coming off an NBA championship. Like, this team is still very, very good. Joan Berenger, Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, Rob Dillingham surrounding Anthony Edwards. I'm curious how it goes. Game 1, we win. Oh my God, by 43 points. We obliterated them. Game 2, we lose. We split at home. Chad Todd with 27. We head to Minnesota. We win Game 3. Zachary Zache is fully healthy. We lose Game 4. We're back to San Diego. We win. Oh, we lose back to San Diego for Game 7, and we get it done. The first playoff series victory in franchise history comes in 7 games over Minnesota. We get the Suns with Book, Joe Garrett, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, and Jared Vanderbilt at the 5. Interesting makeup. Game 1, we win. By how much? 36 points. That Garrett kid had a big game at the 4. Holy cow. Riza Shea with 30, though, outmatched him by a mile. Game 2, in Phoenix. We win both on the road. We fly back to San Diego. Let's see, Game 3. We win that one. Game 4, we get a sweep. And the Jazz push the Spurs to 7 games. It's Fox versus Todd, Harper versus Thomas, Bryant versus Riza Shea, Barrett versus Jovic, and Wembanyama versus Nick Richards. I think we're going to have to go. How tall is Nick? 7 foot, 7'1"? He's 7 foot. Walker Kessler's also 7 foot. I don't know. I feel like we might have to. It's going to be very wishy-washy who's playing more minutes here. This is where the rotation could completely change to this point in the playoffs. No weak points yet. Rasheer Fleming is honestly struggling a little bit. So let's get him even with Tyrese Proctor here. We've got to go game by game here. Game 1. We win on the road by 4 points. Chad Todd with the game of his life. Game 2, we split in San Diego. In San Antonio. What does it take there? Who was it? Zachary Zache has an off night. 1 of 5 from Cam Thomas. Did he get hurt? He had to have gotten hurt. Oh no. Brian Cunningham is hurt. That's terrible. Ben Simmons has got to come into the rotation now. This actually almost still works for us because Ben is just as good. He's just as capable, arguably a better defender. I just need the rest of the guys to not be afraid. San Diego, home game, Game 3. We lose. Oh, by 1 point. Who was it? A bad game from Todd, but the assists were so good. It's damn. Let's see. Game 3 at home. We win it. We tie it back up going back to San Antonio. A bad game from Todd again, but the team picks the guy up. Game 5 in San Antonio. We lose on the road. Oh, we got blown out by 27 on the road is the problem. Wasn't even close. At no point was it close. 3 of 12 from Wesley Barrett with an increase in minutes. 5 of 17 from Cam Thomas. Game 6 at home, and we fall short. Half of it has to do with inconsistent play from our top guys. Nick Richards cannot be your leading scorer in a closeout game. 11 of 36 from 2 of your best players. Only 9 shots from Cam Thomas. A Wizards-Spurs title matchup, and the Spurs obviously win that one pretty handedly. Is Walker Kessler a guy that we take and we go, look, we whiffed hard with Big Walk. Can we pick up an elite center? Yves Missi is a guy who just grabs rebounds. Oh my God, he had a 28 rebound game. He's expensive, and I don't want Alexei Pokashevsky. Oh, okay. Now we're going to take our second rounders because I don't want any of these. Let me trade with Cleveland to get out of those. And then we've got one more second. We're going to trade out of that, and then I'm just going to go through the offseason on my own. And I'll see you guys at the start of the next year. Boston's willing to give us second rounders. Beautiful. We're going to get out of here. I will see you guys when we start next season. And then we're going to try and make some moves and get a title within these next 2 seasons here. Alrighty, fellas. 54, 55 wins. This team is breaking its own records this year, if I'm not mistaken. We already have a new wins record. 60 wins in just the 4th year of existence for this team. 62-20. Ant is your MVP. Damon Hudgens. Oh my God, look at his numbers. 2.5, 4-1. 36, 11, 67 splits. Joe Garrett in Cleveland is your 6th man of the year. So he leaves Phoenix to go play behind Evan Mobley. Wemby is your depoy. Adu Thiero, you'll get it. 23-8 in Minnesota. What the hell did they feed this kid? Cade is your clutch player of the year. JJ Redick and the San Diego Surf received coach of the year after going 62-20. We get nobody on All-NBA first team, or second team, or third team. Omaha had 2 All-NBA members. That's BS. Where are our guys? What was the assist numbers this year? Chad Todd averaged 17 and 9. I'm putting him on there. Show me Cam Thomas. What was the scoring numbers this year? Okay, he didn't earn it. How about Zachary Zache? He didn't earn it either. But our other guy, where is he? No, not Joe Garrett. Well, he's not here, so he clearly didn't get it. And then Walker Kessler was fine, I guess, in Orlando this year after he got traded from Omaha at the halfway point of the season. It's crazy. Well, blocks. Where is Nick Richards? Because Yves Missi missed some serious time this year. Like, he was out with a back injury for about 3 months. So we did this all without basically our starting center. Omaha had 2 guys on all-rookie first team, and there was no all-rookie second team. We were the 2 seed this year. The Sacramento Kings were the number 1 team in Oh, okay, we tied with them. They were the number 1 team in basketball. Ja, Colin Sexton, Jet Howard, Asa Newell, Lonnie Peterson, and Scoot off the bench, with Izan Almansa, John Parks, and James Bouknight rounding out your bench. Interesting comp. The Spurs missed the playoffs. Where's Stephon Castle? They were just like, nah, put him off the bench. And Wemby was hurt. Oh, Wemby got hurt. They must have had a late collapse, I guess. We're the 2 seed. We get the Warriors. Let's check out the player stats for the season, though. It was Cam, Chad, Zach, Wesley, and Brian. He had a very good season off the bench. Joel Embiid played some games for us as well. We picked him up on a 2-year minimum, basically. It was like 4.1 for 2 seasons or something like that, or 4.5 or something. Rasheer Fleming was fine. Nick Richards was very good. Tyrese Proctor was very good. Yves Missi was very good and then hurt his back, as you can see here with the games played. Trey Jones was fine off the bench for us this year. And Lauri Markkanen is there. Didn't play a minute for us, but he was also around. How do we match up against Golden State? There is no Steph anymore. But there's Jerome Mogbo, Sean Beasley, Sid Smart, Jarris Walker, and Dave Johnson. 4 auto-generated guys surrounding Jarris Walker. Let's see. Game 1 in San Diego. We do win Game 2. We lose Game 3. We win Game number 4. We lose that one. We head back to San Diego. We go up 3-2. We lose. Please don't do this. Okay. Whew. Okay. Ant, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Charles Bassey now, and Keon Ellis at the 1. You've got Sacramento and Utah on the other side. We lose the first. Ant killed us. Julius Randle has a bad game. Lou Dort is there now, I guess. Jaden McDaniels has a bad game. Charles Bassey can't go for 6 of 8, 4 of 13 for their starting small forward. Come on. Game 2 in San Diego. We lose both at home. Come on. Show me the recent games. Who sucks? Chad Todd, efficiency, he's 10 of 22. That's not the worst thing in the world. 16 assists also in Game 2. Cam Thomas, awful first game. Zachary Zache has had a clunker in Game 2 as well. Wesley Barrett has played actually very well. Yves Missi, he's been great. Brian Cunningham has struggled heavily, so that sucks. How's Nick Richards been? Very good. Rasheer Fleming has been fine. Tyrese Proctor has been bad, so let's drop those minutes. Trey Jones, he's 1 of 1 and 2 of 2. I mean, I guess, but let's knock those minutes down. Let's get everybody up an extra minute. And we got to get Reza, Shea, and Thomas going. And then I think we're going to go 2 more to Todd as well. Oh, boy. Okay, game 4, or game 3, forgive me, in Minnesota now. We lose the 3rd. By 2. Game number 4. We get swept. Are we dead ass? Ant gave us 61. Oh, my God. All right. Well, I think Cam Thomas is going to find his way out of San Diego after this year, because in the quarterfinals, 17 a game on 36% doesn't cut it. I will see you guys in just a second after we see who wins the title. It is the Orlando Magic in 6 games over the T-Wolves. I'll see you at the start of next season. Okay, so because San Antonio was bad, we had their pick, but again, we had it at 8 and it falls to 9. And then we also had the 13th odds and they fell to 15. So such is life with us. I wanted to show you guys our new head coach because we have to hire one. So let's find somebody like Nick Nurse, if we're going to be honest. We got to hire somebody. We need to get offers to everybody. Will Hardy, maybe now he'll take our offer, I guess. JJ Redick, we should probably think about bringing back. No. Jason Kidd is there. That's the Spurs head coach. And Mark Dagno, that's the Thunder's head coach. I think that should be good. Who can we get? JJ Redick is there. Nick Nurse and Will Hardy. Let's go with Nick Nurse. It's a new head coach. Let's do it. I'm going to go through the draft and everything, and then I will actually see you guys at the start of next season. What the Okay, so I've made a couple moves here on draft night. Now, I'm going to quit. You saw him there. You've seen the move that was made. We just traded Cam Thomas on draft night for, I believe it was Brandon Podziemski. Obviously going to pick up these 2 guys. QOs, Tyrese Proctor, of course, Moratorium. We picked up Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's going to play the 3 for us now, as well as, where is he? Brandon Podziemski to be our starting 2. And now, because of that, we're a little thin around the edges. But Giannis at the 3 gets better. And in his old age, I don't want him to be too physical, but it's going to be Todd and Jones, Pods, Antetokounmpo, Brian Cunningham, Barrett, Fleming, Richards, and Misi. We need a backup 2 and probably, honestly, a better backup 1. Team is done. I'll see you guys. Honestly, it might even be at the end of the regular season, so I'll see you guys in a second here. Alrighty. We are approaching the end of the regular season. Yet again, this team is on pace to break our own wins record for the 3rd consecutive season. Boom. There it is. 1 more win. We're on pace. Remember, 65 plus wins is still in is still in range here. 65 is right there. 66 is right there. 67, 68, and 14. Do we get anybody to win an award? I'm gonna tamper with the awards here if we have anybody worthy of it. Radford Gravitt is there. That's the guy from Oscar Tshiebwe. Oh, he was only played 1 game. What the There's that guy who went number 1 in the first year. 21-9 in Memphis. Doesn't look like we've got Wesley Barrett averaged 20-7, but we will not tamper with the awards this year. We've got no awards. We do get Coach of the Year, however. Zion. 25-11 is because he played 43 minutes a night. Show you guys the quick stats really, really fast. That's the rookie report. Player stats, here you go. Wesley, Giannis, Chad, Brian, Pods, Reese, Rasheer, Eve, Nick, Max Christie, Trey Jones, iHeart. A lot of guys did not play. We were healthy the whole year. The whole freaking year. The whole year. Wesley Barrett has emerged as the number 1. Giannis is a close second, but Wesley is also 14 years younger than him. We're going to keep the rotation as is for round number 1 against Memphis. It is Scotty, it's Zach Tatum, Wallace Reynolds, Jaren Jackson, Christopher Green, the number 1 pick from the first year. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we lose. Game 3 in Memphis, we win. Game 4 in Memphis, we win. Back to San Diego, we get it done in 5. We get Denver with Nikola Jokic, the MVP of the league. DeJounte, Delano, Peyton, and Gigi Jackson. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3 in Denver, we lose. Game 4 in Denver, we win. Back to San Diego, We get it done in 5. We get Sacramento with Ja Morant with... Oh, they've got John Scoot starting next to each other now. Interesting. Game 1. We lose. No. By 21 points, too. Like, it wasn't even close. This guy. How did Giannis play? Good, too. Game 2. We win, thankfully. In Sacramento, we win Game 3 and Game 4. And we're in an NBA Finals. We get Brooklyn. Giannis, your conference finals MVP. Yegor Demon, 14-8 on the other side. They beat the Pistons. Let's see how we match up. I got a text message from my sister. Forgive me. Darius Garland, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Zachary Zache, who we traded for Giannis, Chris Randall, who looks like they found him in the woods somewhere, and Kessler Edwards. Are we for real? There's only one thing I could think of doing here, and that would be running Giannis at the 5, Cunningham starting, and we just let Giannis eat. Let's see how game 1 with that idea goes. We lose. By how much? Oh my God, they blew us out. What happened? Everybody played so bad. It's just we played worse somehow. Giannis had a really bad game. All right, forget it. We go back to what we were doing before. Let's go back to Eve here. Let's see, game 2. I believe this is at home, if I'm not mistaken. This is at home. We were 9 games better in Brooklyn. Game 2, we win. Back to Brooklyn. We win. In Brooklyn again. We win. And potentially ending the video. Can we run away with it? I don't want any close basketball games. I want a blowout. We blow the lead. It's a 3-point game. It's tied. 6-point game. The end of 3. It's a 7-point game. 9. Oh boy. It's an 11-point game. It's a 7-point game. Hold on. It might be over now for good. And it is. The San Diego Surf in 2031 are your NBA champs. Wesley Barrett, the homegrown kid, in year number 3, averages 20 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 2.5 steals, just under a block on 53. His 3-ball sucks. Oh my God. 97 splits. Let's take a look at some all-time numbers here. If I'm not mistaken, I can check that. That's not how you check. It is league history, team history. Let's see. We've got 3 playoff appearances. We've got a division title, a conference title, and we've got an NBA title in just 5 seasons. Now, the big one. Let's look at the team records. Total points in a game, the whole rebuild, it is still held by Derrick Jones with 41. Field goals made, Derrick Jones. 3-pointers is still Anthony Simons. Wesley Barrett makes the number 1 spot with 18 free throws. Yves Missi does beat out Nick Richards, who ended up on the team anyway. So those two dominate our rebounds. Assists is Chad Todd in every possible position. Wesley Barrett dominates the blocks leaderboard. Paul George has the most steals in a game in franchise history. Chad Todd played the most minutes, also had the most turnovers. Let's see, in the playoffs, Cam Thomas is your leading scorer. Obviously, field goals made makes sense. Threes is Zachary Zache. Cam Thomas as well with free throws. Rebounds is Walker Kessler. Chad Todd with assists, as you'd expect. Rasheer Fleming with most blocks. I believe that is Janai Broom's player model on the left there. And then Chad Todd has the most steals as well. Minutes, Zachary Zache. Cam Thomas has your most turnovers. And then again, for a season, I believe this is, it's Cam Thomas, Wesley Barrett, Giannis, Wesley, Cam, Zach, Brian, Wesley, Cam, and Cam, Nick, and Walker, Chad, and Chad, Walker Kessler, Rasheer Fleming, Wesley Barrett, PG, Chad Todd, and PG, Chad, and Chad, with Chad, and Chad, all the way down that list. I wish I could see for a career, but I don't know why it doesn't show up. It does let you see other guys. I believe they have to be retired, which kind of sucks. But we'll take a quick peek at the rostered guys, the guys who we had. Let's look at Wesley Barrett's awards. And he was, okay, he's got some decent little resume here. He's a one-time All-Star, Finals MVP, NBA champ, third-team All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, and first-team All-Rookie. Chad Todd was an NBA champ, three-time All-NBA, All-Rookie, and Rookie of the Year. Let's look at Brian Cunningham, NBA champ, first-team All-Rookie, and a guy like, the sirens are going by here. Nick Richards is one. he gets an NBA title. So there weren't any crazy things. We never got an MVP. We never got All NBA first team selection or anything like that. But what we did get was an NBA title. And because of that, that means that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. On the screen right now before you go is a video that YouTube thinks you guys would be interested in. Feel free to check it out. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.